Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Works for an expert to learn a trade. Someone, especially a child, who learns, as from a teacher, or takes up knowledge or beliefs. Works for an expert to learn a trade. Be or work as an apprentice. She apprenticed with the great master. Works for an expert to learn a trade. Someone, especially a child, who learns, as from a teacher, or takes up knowledge or beliefs. Someone, especially a child, who learns, as from a teacher, or takes up knowledge or beliefs. A learned person, especially in the humanities, someone who by long study has gained mastery in one or more disciplines. A student who holds a scholarship. Someone new to a field or activity. A person who founds or establishes some institution. Someone new to a field or activity. Bring up a topic for discussion. Bring into being. He initiated a new program. People who have been introduced to the mysteries of some field or activity. It is very familiar to the initiate. Accept people into an exclusive society or group, usually with some right. African men are initiated when they reach puberty. Someone who has been admitted to membership in a scholarly field. Set in motion, start an event or prepare the way for. Take the lead or initiative in, participate in the development of. Someone new to a field or activity. Someone who has entered a religious order but has not taken final vows. Someone new to a field or activity. Someone new to a field or activity. A human being. There was too much for one person to do. A grammatical category used in the classification of pronouns, possessive determiners, and verb forms according to whether they indicate the speaker, the addressee, or a third party. Stop talking about yourself in the third person. A human body, usually including the clothing. A weapon was hidden on his person. Characteristic of or meant for a single person or thing. An individual serving. Being or characteristic of a single thing or person. Individual drops of rain. A human being. Separate and distinct from others of the same kind. Mark the individual pages. Concerning one person exclusively. We all have individual cars. A single organism. Causing or capable of causing death. Mortal combat. A human being. Involving loss of divine grace or spiritual death. Subject to death. Mortal beings. Unrelenting and deadly. Mortal enemy. A human being. A human being. The immaterial part of a person, the actuating cause of an individual life. Deep feeling or emotion. A human being. A secular form of gospel that was a major black musical genre in the 1960s and 1970s. Soul was politically significant during the civil rights movement. The human embodiment of something. The soul of honor. An apprentice in a printing establishment. Someone able to acquire new knowledge and skills rapidly and easily. She soaks up foreign languages like a sponge. Ask for and get free. Be a parasite. A follower who hangs around a host, without benefit to the host, in hope of gain or advantage. Primitive multicellular marine animal whose porous body is supported by a fibrous skeletal framework, usually occurs in sessile colonies. A porous mass of interlacing fibers that forms the internal skeleton of various marine animals and usable to absorb water or any porous rubber or cellulose product similarly used. Erase with a sponge, as of words on a blackboard. Gather sponges, in the ocean. Soak up with a sponge. Wipe with a sponge, so as to clean or moisten. Reduce to small pieces or particles by pounding or abrading. Grind the spices in a mortar. Make a grating or grinding sound by rubbing together. Hard, monotonous routine work. An insignificant student who is ridiculed as being affected or boringly studious. The act of grinding to a powder or dust. Work hard. Press or grind with a crushing noise. Created by grinding. Grind designs into the glass bowl. Dance by rotating the pelvis in an erotically suggestive way, often while in contact with one's partner such that the dancer's legs are interlaced. Shape or form by grinding. Grind lenses for glasses and cameras. The grade of particle fineness to which a substance is ground. A coarse grind of coffee. An insignificant student who is ridiculed as being affected or boringly studious. Someone able to acquire new knowledge and skills rapidly and easily. An insignificant student who is ridiculed as being affected or boringly studious. An intelligent but single-minded expert in a particular technical field or profession. Study intensively, as before an exam. An insignificant student who is ridiculed as being affected or boringly studious. Learns from a tutor. An insignificant student who is ridiculed as being affected or boringly studious. A person who learns by rote. A person who learns by rote.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.